What is the dumbest thing anybody has ever seriously said to you?
While driving with my sister's then boyfriend to go disc golfing, he was staring up in the sky very intensely. I asked him what he was doing and he replied, "Just doing my part for the environment." Confused, I inquired further. He then went on to say how chemtrails from planes are spreading chemicals, but if you stare at the chemtrails, you can use your willpower to get rid of them. He was beep crazy, lizard men crazy.
While watching The Mummy 2, these mummies are chasing a bus through London. My mom asks, they didn't use real mummies, did they?
Excitedly told me that a stripper he bought a lap dance from liked him so much that she asked him to come back again to see her.
Is this all the bleach we have? This was said by my sister, who was holding a gallon of bleach in each hand. Her plan: she was going to fill the bathtub up with bleach and bathe in it because she wanted to bleach her hair blonde.
We're going to the beach to watch the sun rise out of the ocean. Wanna come? Our beach faces west.
I shouldn't be giving my dogs ice water because ice has chemicals.
I thought nurses only flirted with doctors and was there to look pretty. 19-year-old classmate back in high school, who was very disappointed after shadowing a nurse for career day.
Had a friend that didn't realize dogs were the result of selective breeding. She thought all dog species existed in nature somewhere. The thought of packs of pugs hunting for food in the forest still makes me chuckle.
Don't they speak Russian in Brazil? Because Russia and Brazil are right next to each other? Close runner-up, what came first, World War I or World War II? Edit, for everyone asking, person 1 meant Brazil, not Belarus or Bulgaria. I blamed that on her not finishing high school and being generally uneducated, sweet woman, great friend, just uneducated. Person 2 is probably cheating because it was a friend from middle school who I assume was having a brain fart because she was a generally smart person.
I was waiting at the DMV, and my baby was asleep in his carrier on the floor. Some totally normal-looking middle-aged guy in a suit leaned over and smiled at him, then said, "How cute. Are his eyes open yet?" Dude literally thought humans were like puppies or kittens.
Guy, you have the most beautiful green eyes. Me, my eyes are blue. Guy, beep, I couldn't remember if they were green or blue, so I guessed. Me, I'm standing right in front of you. You were looking right at my face when you said that. Why didn't you just look at my eyes to see what color they are? Guy, I didn't think of that.
Stereotypical blonde popular girl raised her hand in science class 10th grade and asked the teacher, how did Mother Nature know what the president's faces looked like to naturally form Mount Rushmore? Teacher had to leave the room for a moment to compose himself before explaining it was man-made.
My friend when she was 18. We used to have baby chicks and then we had chickens. I don't know what happened to the baby chicks.
After having just boarded a train from Budapest to Vienna, a woman approached me and asked in haltingly slow English, "Does this train go to Vienna?" I answered yes, and that I was also going there myself. Her response, "You speak English very good. Where are you from?" To which I answered that I was from Canada. She then said, "I am from Florida. Do you know where that is?"
An American, struggling with my accent and a little cross about it, asked me where I learned English. And #X200B England. The answer is England. I'm English.
What county is Germany in again?
Years ago, my wife, her sister's daughter, and I were walking down the street on a summer's day and we stopped in a frozen yogurt place. Everyone ordered one. My wife sampled hers and asked me if it was bad. I took a lick and it was definitely spoiled. I demanded my money back. The kid behind the counter refused to refund me. I said the yogurt was bad and I wasn't going to pay for bad product. Then the idiot says to me, "Well, if it was bad, you shouldn't have eaten it." WTF? I replied, "How the hell are you supposed to know it's bad if you don't eat any?" I got my money back.
I worked with a dude that had no idea what gravity was. He was 19.
Coworker said, "My parents are on vacation in Mexico." I say, "What part?" She answered, "Costa Rica."
There is no proof the earth is round.
You have to join a church to go to college.
My sister-in-law was afraid to drive up hills because she was afraid if her car didn't make it up, it would flip over backwards.
Had a roommate in college that would drive me everywhere cause she had a car and I didn't. The first time I got on the highway with her, she got on the left lane and floored it. We were going 90 plus on a 60. I freaked out and asked her why the hell she was going so fast. She said, "What's the big deal? There's no speed limit on the left lane on a highway. You can go as fast as you want." She refused to slow down till we had to take our exit. We had a long argument on why that wasn't true that involved calling several people and Googling things to prove it to her.
My friend's sister said, with a straight face, the movie Monsters Inc. is tied to a pedophile ring. Apparently something about the screams of children are pleasing to Hollywood elites and Democrats. She really believes this stuff and posts about it on TikTok like it's fact. And I love how her kids can't watch a cartoon because she thinks it has subliminal messaging that will turn them into perverts, but they live on Mountain Dew and McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Peeing after sex will prevent pregnancy. Also, there is no such thing as bisexual people. These statements both came from the same dude, by the way. Honestly, it's crazy how people can be this stupid.
An old school friend refused to breastfeed or formula feed their baby. They gave the baby milkshakes instead. Because ya know, milk is milk. Also, my mother told me, in all seriousness, that we have belly buttons because that's where our tails used to be.
While eating out, we asked our server to bring us some ice and he asked if we wanted real ice. He wasn't trying to be funny and looked confused when we asked what other kind of ice there is.
Fairly regularly for the last few months, some idiot keeps on and on about a stolen election.
Someone once asked how long I'd been a twin for.
My aunt said I couldn't have energy drinks because they had alcohol.
A friend owns a bakery and I was helping her out during the busy holiday season. I was at the counter cashing out orders and assisting customers place orders and purchase ready-made pastries. One lady needed a birthday cake. I showed her the cakes we had available and the one she chose had cake crumbs coating the sides. She wanted happy birthday written on the side of the cake, on the crumbs. I told her the writing would not stick to the crumbs or the crumbs and icing would fall off together. She looked at me and said, "Well, I could do it, if I knew how." I waited a beat and responded, "Well, I could do brain surgery, if I knew how." So, I guess we're in the same boat. She got my point and opted to have happy birthday written on ribbon and laying across the top of the cake.
If the earth was round, all the water would fall off.
I need to know your star sign before we can be friends. No thanks, I'm good.
I was in a law enforcement position at the time, and during training we were learning about currency sniffing dogs. One of the girls in the training, do they sniff credit cards too?
My 17-year-old friend told me she didn't swallow after blowing her BFBC. She wasn't on the pill and he hated wearing condoms. I was confused and asked what she meant. She looked at me like I was stupid and said she didn't swallow BC. That's how you get pregnant. By swallowing after a BJ. I had to explain to her that she was, in fact, not correct. That's Texan abstinence only sex education for you.
When I was a river raft guide we'd get some dumb questions, but my favorite was, are we going to get off the river here at the same spot we're putting in? No, we're not. Or sometimes yes we will if they were from Ohio.
The last time I spoke to my mother, I was in the process of designing a desalination plant to take salt from seawater to make it drinkable. My mother always felt the need to find all the negative things in everything I did. She said it was a stupid idea to pursue as it would take the water away from the fish and cause more harm than good. Been over a year now. Dumb beep.
My co-worker explaining the taste and texture of a certain food. To this day I have forgotten what food he was trying to explain, but he said, it's like a fig Newton but without the fig and without the Newton. Totally straight-faced and serious.
Space is fake and we've been lied to about it for years and this was there.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.